Ashley Judd is opening up about the new perspective she's gained on mental health since losing her mother, Naomi Judd, to suicide. In a talk with grief expert David Kessler that aired Tuesday on his Healing with David Kessler podcast, the actress said she's learned to understand that her mother's pain was a product of her disease. And when she looks back at her childhood, Judd says she realizes now that she grew up with a mom who had a, quote, undiagnosed and untreated mental illness.
There are different behavioral expressions, interactions, flights of fancy, choices that she made that I understand were an expression of the disease. And I understand that and know that she was in pain.
Judd says she understands now that her mother was always trying her best.
She was absolutely doing the best that she could, and if she could have done it differently, she would have.
Earlier in the conversation, Judd reveals something she's learned with time, that she didn't cause her mother's illness, couldn't control it, and also couldn't cure it. She says she hopes her mother's death on April 30th at the age of 76 brought with it a sense of peace for the singer.
And my most ardent wish for my mother is that when she transitioned, she was hopefully able to let go of any guilt or shame that she carried for any shortcomings she may have had in her parenting of my sister and me, because certainly on my end, all was forgiven long ago. All was forgiven long ago.
Judd also described in detail how she and her family have adjusted to life without their matriarch and shared the one thing she thinks she, her sister Winona, and stepfather Larry Strickland have done well.
And me is we have really given each other the dignity and the allowance to grieve in our individual and respective ways.
Judd adds despite their individual ways of grieving, they have been able to, quote, completely stick together.